that was Indulgences by these dudes. This is Erin. I run the Superfun local show here every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. And I am with Ben Diesel.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, yo. So that was Indulgences, like we're saying. And it's one of how many tracks off of an upcoming EP?
It's going to be one of 4 on our side. We're doing the split with our friends. The Stars Go Out. They're our band besties. We've been going out on the road with them, and we've been recording in their studio. And Joe is in both bands. He's our drummer and their singer. So he's pulling like quadruple duty on this guy. And so we got. I'll let Jason take over how we started this idea.
Basically, we were just kind of at a spot where we wanted to, we had a bunch of new music to put out, and we hadn't recorded since we recorded our EP, We've Always Partied, in January of 2016 and put it out in June. And obviously had a lot of time to write and stuff in between, but not quite, wanting to do a full length or anything like that. So we cherry-picked some songs and wrote some new ones as well. I wouldn't say that there's like necessarily a unifying theme throughout. They were written in really different parts. There's a song in there called Pinehurst, which we're playing acoustic later, I believe, that I wrote probably in 2013 or 14. It's just one that's kind of stuck around and still means a lot. But
it needed a proper place.
Yeah, we'd had because on our Bandcamp and not on Spotify, but on Bandcamp we have these 2 EPs of just practice recordings. And we just, recorded them in a basement, dubbed vocals over them. And this song had been recorded and was on there, but it just didn't do it justice. It was a basement mix.
Basement practice.
Yeah.
Recording.
So we wanted to lay that one down proper. And then Indulgences, I kind of wrote about, being, as we get older and try to stay active in the music scene, it gets a lot harder. And especially finding a group of guys that want to make time for it, that care about it, and how to the outside world, especially in the adult sense, it can kind of seem like a big waste of time. So it was just kind of, an overview about that. And then another song I wrote that's going to be on there that is called The Left Camp Meme, is just about people fighting on the internet, and just arguing
One of
and
Jason's
stuff like that.
favorite hobbies.
I've gotten a lot better about it, but it's, just about how it's sort of like driving and the internet are the 2 places where people are most instantly the meanest to one another. Like, you can be a nice person all the time, but as soon as you're in traffic and someone cuts you off, it's instantly like, screaming profanities and like wishing for the worst.
Oh, Pat's been a passenger in my vehicle before. I have some pretty severe road rage.
Sure, yeah. And like in the same way in the comments, because there's like that idea of anonymity, that you can just kind of say whatever you want. And it plays to both sides of that. And then the last track that's on there is called An Open Letter to Jason Tate. And the title was from the time that I got banned from absolutepunk.com, or .net or whatever the website was, by Jason Tate, the owner of the website. But it has nothing to do with the song. And that one's just kind of about, just a period of being single and making, really bad decisions and kind of trying to, make the best of it and learn from your mistakes and move on. So The Stars Go Outside is a lot more like lighthearted. They sing about aliens and stuff like that, but they have some, they're definitely going to be a good contrast to what we're doing, but we love playing with those guys, and we're super stoked to be putting a split out with them. They're super fun to party with, and their music is really good.
So, and did you say how long you've been recording this? I think I might have missed it.
Oh, I guess, when did we start?
Well, we started.
It was like in January again.
We started in March. We played a show with them in February, and we like cornered them before we left that night. We're like, guys.
Wait, didn't you just? Oh wait, no, he's not. Didn't you say your drummer was in the same band too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's not here. He's a
he wasn't
guy.
when we started recording it though.
Oh right. So.
Oh okay.
So at the time we played a show with them, and we're like, hey guys, we've kind of drunkenly thrown this idea around, but like seriously, can we record a split together? Let's do this. And they were all on board. And so I think it was like St. Pat's weekend we started tracking, and we had a previous drummer, and he played all his tracks, and then we recorded stuff over it, and then had a falling out, and
things happen.
Uh,
kind of had to restart, and so we kind of started again over the summer.
Our band just eats drummers.
It
just really does.
We had We had Sean for a minute there too.
Yeah,
While,
that's crazy.
So Joe's our fourth drummer. We've only been around for 4 years.
We're like Spinal Tap. Just
Are you guys just like really hard to deal with?
I don't think so. I think they've all been so one moved away.
I was
know.
more or less joking.
No,
We don't need to go into all the
but
reasons on the radio.
You make me think though, like maybe we are terrible.
He's putting like Brian was putting.
Do you put a lot? I was gonna say, do you put a lot of pressure on your drummers?
I don't think
do you just
so.
make them crack?
I think the whole thing. Yeah, one of the things that we strive for in doing this, even which has kind of gone by the wayside with being so busy the past few months, but it's been like a good busy. Was that we wanted to make sure we were always having fun playing. Like the last situation I was in a band for 4 years, and we had some lineup changes and some bad things happen along the way, and got to a point where it wasn't fun anymore. And when Ben Diesel was starting, like that was the whole thing, was let's not make it so it becomes a chore and not enjoyable to do. Like let's still always be having fun doing it.
Absolutely. So yeah, you said this is a split EP. It's with The Stars Go Out.
Yes.
Is that what they're called? So I guess we'll break again and we'll play some music and we will come back and talk about when and where people can find this EP.
Yeah.
This is The Stars Go Out, and it is a song called Aliens, She Believes.